This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning, New York, and good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, we hope you are having a wonderful day. I know we are here in New York. We're just getting done with a heat wave. It's not as hot anymore, but it's definitely still humid, and so I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing fine. I have here with me Brother Warren, our beloved District Book Lord President. We're also going to be joined with Brother Lance Marinas all the way up in Rochester, New York. Thank you so very much for joining us once more, Brother Lance. And today we are going to be talking about something that I hope everybody gets to relate to today. The topic for today is uh, packing for summer vacation. But of course, before we get into our main topic, we do want to let you guys know that we are going to be continuing our NYK45 trivia, the Fun Fact Challenge, and so as we continue on with our show, please make sure that you comment down below whenever the question is presented, so that you have your chance to win a prize this week, Paul. Okay, Brother Lance, how are you doing in Rochester? How are you doing, Paul?
I'm doing well, po. How are everything in there up down in the New York City, po? It is quite warm up here in Rochester, po. I think you guys transferred the heat coming from all the way from New York City to up here. I think it's around 80 degrees po around here, so it is colding hot for us since we're used to around 60-degree weather on a day-to-day basis. So this is pretty hot po for Rochester.
80 degrees for upstate is really hot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're melting over there.
Yes, po. So we'll continue with the how are you doing to also po, Kuya Warren?
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Paul. KJR, Brother Lance. It's all boys today, huh?
The brothers are taking over today. Maybe the sisters went on vacation.
Yeah, we don't have the beautiful sisters with us today. So,
Yes.
but yeah, I feel sorry for you, Brother Lance, that you have to deal with 80-degree weather. Sorry,
Yeah, it
Brother
is.
Lance.
It is quite hot.
We have to deal with 90 plus only here. So,
I'm sure I'll get up to there, Kuya Warren, later. But yeah, it is way too hot for us. I guess we'll move on to our New York 45 Fun Fact Challenge. So yes, we'll continue on asking some fun facts about the history of District New York, and we'll randomly select two winners who will receive a New York 45 merch. I don't have the merch with me, KJR. Do you have some merch there, KJR?
Yes, so this week, Brother Warren, what are we going to be giving away so we can show the viewers?
all right. For today, it's funny that we are talking about traveling. We have this new NYK45 travel kit for you. So it's a nice bag with the logo on it, and you can put all your toiletries in here. It even has a little hook that you can hook in the bathroom when you have all your stuff. So this is a prize for this week, brethren. So
Man,
good luck to all of you.
I wish I was in the comments instead of hosting right now so I could have a chance to win. But brethren, I feel like we do have enough people in the chat today to present the first question for our prize. The question is, please make sure that your answer is complete. We are expecting answer plus hashtag your local congregation plus your name. Put it down in the comments, brethren. The first question to win the prize is, how many local congregations do we have in our district? Now, please take note of the question. How many local congregations do we have in our district? If you put the answer plus hashtag local congregation plus your name, you do have a chance to win our prize today. But now we can go on into our topic for today. Brother Lance, how are you going to be packing for summer vacation today?
Oh, that's a tough one, KJR. It depends where we are going for. If it's to the local lake, maybe just snacks po and like extra clothes. But if it's somewhere destination vacation po, that's a lot of packing to pack po. But definitely to be sure to bring is extra clothes po, because summer vacation. For me po, I sweat a lot, so I have to go through at least 3 shirts in a day. So I have to pack multiple shirts in terms of going in vacation. Make sure also pack uh, short spot also, since there's usually a lot of swimming during summer vacations. Also, what we do take, and especially hiking shoes, because it's also part of. For me, for summer vacations, we do go hiking also po. So those are the items I would bring po, and especially snacks, because especially if you're doing a long road trip, you want to make sure you have snacks to eat while you are driving, and also water. A lot of water po. You want to stay hydrated as much as possible, since it is the summer time po, and the heat is uh, just overcoming us po, and it's easy to lose a lot of water weight po at the same time. What about you, Kuya Warren? What are you packing during the summertime?
Well, when it comes to, I guess, summer vacation, I guess we're talking about, you know, we always try to prepare very early. Summer vacation is one of the few moments that we get to spend with our family because everyone's home, and we try to plan things maybe months in advance. So when it comes to bringing stuff, of course, we have to bring our identification, some kind of, it depends where you go, right? If you go to warm weather, cold weather, it's always that we make sure that we bring ID. We have to bring some kind of passport or your driver's license, something to make sure that you have identification, because you don't want to be in another country and have no identification. For especially when we go on vacation as a family, it's usually somewhere pretty warm. So we always pack some sunscreen. We got to take care of our skin, and we got to take care of ourselves when we're in always in sunny places. So we always bring that, and especially when it comes for those of us who have kids. My kids are grown now, but when they're younger, you have to bring everything. You pretty much all their clothes, all their toys, all their toiletries. We have to pack not only our bags but also our kids' bags when they were younger. But also one important thing that we always have to bring is right, our church, our clothes that we wear for church, especially if we're traveling. We have to make sure that we have a place of worship that we'll be able to attend if we're going for an extended time, and we always bring our holy array, our clothes for church, that we'll always be able to so that we're prepared for our worship service.
Yeah, that's very correct, Kuya Warren. It is very important that we do prioritize worship service, especially if we are going in a location. We want to make sure there is a worship service first before we go to that special vacation place that you're planning to go to. Make sure there is an ample amount of time for you to travel also, and make sure the local congregation is probably hopefully nearby your hotel or your place of place that you're going to stay, so that as much as possible it's easy for you to travel there. And also, as mentioned by Kuya Warren, you want to also look up worship service times and check in with the the resident minister or the evangelical worker assigned in that local congregation, or even brethren that you do know in that local congregation, so that you make sure that the actual time and place is correct, because sometimes it does change depending on what congregation you are planning to attend. So those are the key things that you want to make sure that you do have on the top priority. What about you, Kaji Arpo? What else is there to pack during your summer vacation? But
Well, you know what? That's where being a ministerial worker is very, very easy because my outfits are set. I don't need to think about it. If I'm gonna, for example, right now I'm gonna be traveling up to Albany to preach a worship service. I don't even need to think about it. All I know is I'm gonna wear a gray suit, white shirt, and a tie. But I do have some essentials when traveling. I have a travel kit where I have like baby wipes. I can wipe my face. I have an extra toothbrush. I have hair product and a comb and a brush that I can use. But I feel like it does depend on where you're going and how you're going to be getting there, right? So, for example, I'm going to ask Kuya Warren, for example, traveling via plane where you have to plan out your luggages and you got to kind of section everything off. Do you have any tips for us there? Or any tips you picked up along the way?
Well, I know, like, just recent few years, like they started to charge for, you know, um, to check in your bags now. I mean, before it was free. Some airlines you're allowed to you know, just have a free you know, luggage to check in, but nowadays you have to pay for everything. So what we try to do is consolidate, you know, what we really, we don't bring as many clothes as we used to. We don't bring as many you know, accessories as we used to. We try to really keep everything, and if we can put it all in a carry-on, that's even better, because you can definitely bring a carry-on. So it really depends on, you know, your preferences. You know, we try to, you know, if you can save money, we try to, since, you know, there's a family of four. You know, it gets expensive when you travel. So, you know, any little bit helps, so that you can, you know, also save more money to enjoy during the vacation. But yeah, like packing light is always a good idea. That's what we usually do when it comes to when we travel.
Thanks, Brother Warren. I think I agree there. I think in the times that I have had a chance to travel, whether it's via car or plane or train, I feel like packing light is easily done when you kind of just choose the essentials. You pick a shirt that can go with any kind of pants, or you pick a pair of pants that can go with any shirt, that can go with any hoodie. You know. How about you, Brother Lance? Are there any tips that you have about packing and traveling?
yeah, Kajer. So for us, we do like to do long road trips. So we do like to travel by car as much as possible. If it's in the same coast as it's the East Coast. I think one time during the pandemic we did the from Rochester to Florida trip, and I saw Quay Warren there also. So for us, we packed everything in the car. You know, the essential items, you want to make sure you do have go-to tools, especially changing your tire. You want to have those tools to change your tires. Even though there's tools immediately in the back of the car to change your tires, they're not always helpful when you are trying to do it as quickly as possible, especially if you're on the side of the road. There's a lot of accidents that may happen, so you want to try to be able to change your tire just in case one of your tires blows up, or it gets deflated, or something happens to it. So I bring extra tools for those so that I can easily break the wheels loose and be able to change it quickly. Jumper cables also I bring, because you never know when your battery dies or you need to have someone restart your battery. Um, Blankets, also extra blankets, because you never know. Also, when you make get stuck in a long traffic, because you know we've been having in news where like they get whole locked out in the whole Maryland area or so forth, one of those highways. So you want to make sure you do have blankets just in case you do get stuck in one of those highways overnight. And extra food, like granola bars, those non-perishable items that won't go bad. So those are the things that I do pack if I am traveling by car. But if I'm traveling by plane, again, same thing as Kuya Warren, just bring as much as you can in the carry-on, as long as it's within the weight limit, depending on the airlines that you do have. Some airlines, I believe, does not have a weight limit, but they do have a size limit to the carry-on. So as long as they fit in that carry-on size, so I pack everything. Some of the brethren here also use the neck pillow. They take out the pillow itself and stuff clothes into it, so that they can have more items that they can pack. Because especially I believe like certain airlines doesn't even allow you carry on sometimes, and you have to pay for us, and you're only allowed like a backpack to bring. So a lot of people have find ways to cheat the system or to find ways to.
I'm mad at the fact that I've never thought about that. Packing stuff into the pillow so that you can fit more stuff while you're getting under the pillow.
Well, brother Lance needs all his shirts he can get because he said he sweats a lot. So especially now in the 80-degree weather, it's probably 5 shirts more now than more than 3.
Curse that 80-degree weather, bro. But it seems like the three of us are pretty light packers, but there's a lot of people in the chats that seem to be heavy packers. Like Sister Mika, who we missed right now on the show, she said it's always the what if for me. So she's always packing extra clothes and stuff. So that's a question I want to ask. Kuya Warren, what is something that no matter what, based off of experience, since you traveled somewhere far and you forgot it, what is something you always bring extra of because of the question, what if?
That's a tough question, KJ. I guess, yeah, like what brother Lance, like really, we need like extra clothes. I mean, and sometimes also your shoes as well. Like you have to have proper footwear wherever you're going, especially if you're traveling wherever you go. I mean, you tend to walk a lot, so I always have to bring a certain pairs of sneakers that are the most comfortable because after wearing all these different sneakers and you walk around, you're gonna realize that your feet are gonna hurt if you walk around. If you're really like traveling, if you're sightseeing, or if you're going to amusement parks, or even in the beach, your feet start to hurt, and then you start to remember that you need good footwear for everybody. Those are the things that I usually bring.
Good. I hear a lot of that or see a lot of that in the chat too. Like just stuff that you kind of might not think of right away, but you needed it before, and so you always have it. Extra shoes. For me, it's extra socks. Because what I hate is I go to the beach or I go hiking and my socks get wet, and now I'm walking around the entire day with wet socks. I hate that. Somebody in the comments said, Sister Shelly Guillermo said she always brings bug repellent. That's a good one. That's a good one. I want to add maybe sunscreen stuff that you're gonna overlook initially, but once you forget it one vacation and it ruins your vacation because you forgot it, you're almost always going to bring extra of it. Brother Lance, do you think it's a good time to go to our next question for the NYK 45 challenge?
Yes, JR, it's definitely a good time to go to our next question. Our next question is: which is the first local congregation established in Connecticut? So again, the question number 2 for our prize and merch for New York 45 or NYK 45 is: which is the first local congregation established in Connecticut? I think there's an easy one.
How many congregations are there? I don't wanna. I don't wanna reveal the answer too much. I was about to list them off. I feel like that would reveal too much. But brethren, again, please listen to the question. What is the first local congregation? Because in our district we have a lot of local congregations, but we also have extensions. So if you want a chance to win our NYK travel pack bag, that's a tongue twister. That's a full one. Our NYK 45 travel pack bag. Let us know down below in the comments your answer plus your hashtag local congregation and then your name so that we can get you your prize. Okay, well, what else are some tips, for brethren, on traveling? I know that there are some things that you don't pack right away because you can buy it at the destination. Uh, for me, what screams is stuff that you can buy at the destination are are snacks. I try to, if I'm going somewhere unique, I try to get all the snacks there, and traveling back, I bring all the snacks, the cool snacks with me. So I remember going to Hawaii once. And I don't know if you guys tried this before, but it's called lihim powder. For some reason, you can't really get it anywhere else. You only get it in Hawaii. I packed a carry-on full of that stuff, and I brought it home. What about you, brothers? What are some things that you buy at your destination, or what are some things you have bought at your destination because you can't get it anywhere else?
For us, we usually try to get wherever we go, we try to get either like a souvenir from the place so that it kind of reminds us of where we've been. So we'll get a T-shirt or a keychain or a magnet from for a refrigerator from different places that we've been to. Like we've been to where were we? We went to Los Cabos, Mexico. We got shirts there. We went to Aruba, and we have a few refrigerator magnets. We try to get stuff that kind of reminds us, just gives us a little memory of where we've been on vacation. Usually, Brother Lance, how about you?
Yeah. There's one time I think when I maybe in California or so, I did buy because we didn't have a lot of Filipino food stores here, so I did bought a lot of Filipino food, especially dried fish there, and I shipped it back using flat rate shipping because it's easier to pack it there than pack it in my carry-on. So that's one thing that I do is if I'm going to place, especially if they have a specialty in food. That's one thing that I do buy, bringing back to home. And also, like this same thing as Yukiwara and shirts and like magnets. If it's something unique that they can make a memory out of that place or the destination that you did visit. Especially if they have local items that very particular to that area. Like in the Philippines, I think when we went one time to Ilocos, I bought like little bags or like their bags that's crocheted, but that's very special in Ilocos area. So since we don't get to travel that far in the Philippines that much, so it's one of those things that if you go to that area, try to buy as much local items that they do have because you might not ever able to see it anywhere else. It's very unique to that area. So those are the things that I do like to do or get if I am in somewhere that I'm visiting. But if you are in the United States, I'll try to ship it by flat rate because it's very cheap. You can pack as much as you can in that box. If you get a large box, I think it's only like $20. You can stuff it all you want with everything, so you don't have to worry. Especially if it's non-perishable item or if it's clothing, then you can just receive it by air mail and not have to worry about it getting lost or getting confiscated by the TSA.
Nice. Brother Lance has a tips for packing.
I know Brother Lance seems very prepared when he goes on traveling because I know he travels a lot. So he has great tips.
Yeah, I mean he knows how to pack to travel, pack to send in.
I wouldn't even think of doing that. I didn't even. That's a great idea.
The flat rate shipping. maybe we should have a topic just like sending stuff to your loved ones in foreign countries. Can we have a topic just for that? Probably. I don't know.
I'm sure a lot of people would. Like, I know there's a lot of, the family members that would appreciate, stuff from, different places. So that would be a great topic.
That's true. Anyway, I do think it's about time, brothers, to reveal our winners for the week. Now, brethren, if you are still commenting the answers to the questions earlier, we are sorry. The winners have been randomly chosen, and the winners are good. Let's show it again, Brother Warren. Can you show that again? That cool travel bag. So I don't know if you can see.
I don't know if you can see this, but this is the travel bag. Am I going the wrong way? Okay, let's go in front of my. So you can put all your toiletries in here, and it'll always remind you of the year you got it, the 45th logo anniversary.
All right. So the first one that's going to be winning the NYK travel pack bag. I think it's redundant to say travel pack bag. The first one to win the travel pack for NYK 45 to answer how many congregations are there in the District of New York is, drum roll, is Sister EJ Vidad. She got the right answer. She said 15. Hashtag Forest Hills Emerald Jane Vidad. Congrats, Sister EJ. We will get you that pack because Brother Warren lives like down the street from you. If you don't get the prize from Brother Warren, please let me know and I'll find out why that is.
Yeah, knock on his door.
Who's Sister EJ? Just kidding.
Okay. By the way, brother, before we reveal the winner for number 2, if you did win a prize and you haven't gotten it yet, please don't feel shy to let us know. I know that we have a couple of winners from Boston and Londonderry. We will get it to you, we promise, oh brethren. But question number 2. The question was, which congregation was the first one established in Connecticut? Brother Lance, what was the answer?
Yes, it is Windham, the local congregation of Windham, and I believe they are celebrating 23 years this year. Is that correct, Hajiar?
Yes, they are. So that shows that Wyndham, or at the time they were called Norwich, they really are one of the older local congregations in our district. The first one in Connecticut. And the one to get the travel pack for that question is, again, another drum roll. I don't know if we don't have a soundbite, do we, Createch? The winner for this is... The winner is Sister Mila Hidalgo from the local congregation of Bristol. Her answer was Wyndham/Norwich. Mila Hidalgo, hashtag Bristol. So once again, thank you so very much. Congrats to our sisters for winning their prizes today. For Sister Mila, we will make sure that we get that to you as soon as possible. And brethren, once again, congrats. Thank you so very much from the very bottom of our hearts. Brother Lance, do you want to take care of the hashtag winners for this week?
Yes, Kajiar. So for this week of hashtag winners, the top 3 local congregation from last week's hashtag challenge. Number 3 is Londonderry. And number 2 is Long Island City, or the local congregation of Long Island City. And our number 1 top hashtagger, or top hashtag local congregation, is the local congregation of Belmore. So congratulations to those local congregations that did win the top hashtag local congregation. So make sure you do continue to hashtag. We still have 3 more minutes. So for all the local congregation, you're more than willing to hashtag so that your local congregation will be in the top 3.
Okay. So before we end our topic, or before we end our show with some activities coming up, maybe we can do some greetings. Kuya Warren, do you have any greetings that you want to shout out today?
Well, greetings everyone. Just a reminder of our hashtag challenge, our fun fact trivia challenge. It's always to promote our upcoming 45th anniversary celebration that's going to be happening on August 11th. So we really hope all of you will be there. Those of you in the Newark area, or those of you who are in a different district who'd like to join us, please. We'd love to have you register now to all the brethren in the district. The links are in your congregations. But shout outs to my family, my wife, Sister Jackie, my 2 boys, Jared and Jack, and the district book club officers, our second family, and the local congregation of Forest Hills. And to everyone in the district, hello, brethren.
Okay. So before we get to our closing spiel, I do want to touch on what Brother Warren said, what Kuya Warren said. Our NYK 45 celebration is August 11th. The registration link should have been sent to your local congregation chat, as well as our CBI baccalaureate. So advanced congratulations to some of our graduates, and late congratulations to some of you who already had your graduation ceremony. There's going to be a special worship service and a recognition dinner for all graduates. If you want to sign up for that, again, the link is in your local congregation chat or with the resident worker or minister. Please ask them so that you can sign up for that. But with all of that being said, I think we can wrap it up. Wrap it up. You can take it away, Brother Lance.
Oh, Kajira. Thank you, Paul. And this is all for our show today. Thank you again for tuning to another segment of INC Radio New York. And thank you so much for the church administration for giving us a platform to share and speak about important and interesting topics like these. And don't forget to catch us again next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time or 11:30 p.m. Philippine Time. And greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo B. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and Subsi President, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo, especially to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, to Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omeda, and to our DMM Advisor, Brother J.R. Resurrection. And this brings us to the end of our show today. Have a good day, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone.